If I haven't made it clear by now, Ringo Starr is my favourite drummer. As someone who plays music regularly, I consider him to be my biggest inspiration. I've followed his career since the Liverpool 8 album in that year's All-Star Band. I would have given anything to see the man play live. Unfortunately, Ringo hadn't done a European tour since 1998. Then, in early 2011, Ringo posted this video online.
And another thing, as Brent falls in the pool, and another thing I forgot to mention, this summer I'll be touring Europe, from Russia to Spain, France and England, Germany, we're going all over, Denmark even, so I hope to see my European fans out there. Peace and love, Europe.
Oh my god, I have to see him! The tickets went on sale about a week after that video was posted. It was madness trying to score tickets. Normally when you buy tickets on the internet, it's a first come first served situation, and this was no different. But sure enough, I managed to score. June 18th, 2011 in Liverpool. And June 23rd, 2011 in Glasgow. Yeah, I bought 2 sets. Seemed like a good idea at the time. It was the only Scottish gig he was doing on the tour, so fuck it really. I'm not sure why I went for the Liverpool gig first. It's 176 miles away. Apparently money and distance was no object to me. It was a 5-hour first class train ride, and I don't remember complaining a bit. We arrive in Liverpool on the 17th, we head to the gig the following night, and sure enough the venue's packed. Sure, the people of Liverpool may have had mixed feelings towards Ringo, but as far as I'm concerned, that night at the Liverpool Empire was a night of... Peace and love!
I love Liverpool.
I love that man, but we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Before we can talk about the gig, we need to talk about what happened at the venue. As you'd normally expect, at a live show, there's a merchandise stand, featuring all kinds of stuff. I don't recall exactly what was there, but what I do remember is that I bought 2 things. A tour t-shirt that I still own. I was 18 years old when I bought it, so I've had to upgrade. And this DVD, Tour 2010 Live. As you can see, the box is beyond broken at this point. Time to breeze through it so I can get back to gushing about that night in Liverpool. Recorded on August 10th, 2010 in Rancho Mirage, California. What I basically bought was the exact same show I saw that night. Exact same band, exact same songs. There was only one real noticeable difference that was missing from the European tour. A joke Ringo makes about George Harrison after Gary Wright's Dreamweaver.
Gary, you know, I don't know if it was because we had a day off yesterday, but you sang that so great. Oh, that's the best I've ever heard you sing that song. Also, Gary, George Harrison never gave me no damn books. Yes, he did.
You know what, the DVD was a thing. It's a pretty basic one. High-def concert footage, terrific music mostly, a few duds here and there, best versions of Honey Don't and Photograph, wobbly start to Yellow Submarine, worst version of Back Off Boogaloo I have ever heard, Hang On Sloopy, Kiri and Frankenstein are the best band songs. It was the exact same thing I saw that night at the Empire. Still worth every penny in my eyes. That's all. If I took time to dissect every single song, we'd be here for an hour. So forget about the DVD. The real win here was seeing Ringo live. I don't have a photographic memory, but I do remember some highlights. The crowd went mental when he made his first appearance during It Don't Come Easy. They went mental again when he moved to the drums during Choose Love. Everyone rose and sang along to Yellow Submarine and With a Little Help from My Friends. And a man near me had the power to predict the set list.
The sentiment of this song is something I'm trying to do more and more every day. You've seen the show before.
Personally, I was too busy being stunned absolute silent to do anything other than sit there and gush. I do remember my mother being pissed that Yellow Submarine and Frankenstein were right next to each other on the set list. She hates both songs, so that was bathroom break time for her. There was one other thing. On the way to Liverpool, I actually believed for one night that out of every single person at that show, I would be the one travelling the farthest to see Ringo. Yeah, not a chance. That notion was crushed just 2 songs into the show.
I just want to tell this guy, he's got a big poster that says peace and love from Australia. I think you win for coming the furthest, okay? And what have you got? What? Is that joking and Rosa coming from Spain?
Some people actually travelled from fucking Australia. When it comes to the show, it wasn't just Ringo. The band members were terrific too. Rick Derringer and Wally Palmer on guitar, Richard Page on bass, Edgar Winter and Gary Wright on keyboards, and Greg Bissonette on drums. Each and every one of them played their parts incredibly well. If anything, Rick, Edgar and Richard each gave me 3 of my all-time favourite songs. Kiri is a fantastic Mr. Mister song, and Hang On Sloopy? Let's put it this way, all I had to hear to become a fan was the first 5 seconds, just the opening bar. The musician in me is easily pleased. So as you'd expect, I left the venue a very happy 18-year-old. I returned to the hotel, and because it wasn't enough to have seen the band once, straight into the room's DVD player went my recent purchase. Twice in one night, and not a single regret. And yet, I wasn't done in Liverpool. The very next afternoon, I took a Beatles taxi tour of Liverpool. £50 for a very thorough 3-hour tour of every important Beatles-related location in the city. The childhood homes of the Fab Four, the school where John and Paul met, Strawberry Fields, Penny Lane, the Cavern, the grave of Eleanor Rigby, you name a place, it was probably on that tour. Apparently, from what I learned from the cab driver, his previous tour customers that day were actually Greg Bissonette and his family. I am still gutted that I never met the man. That aside, the tour was fantastic, and if you're a Beatles fan visiting Liverpool, I'd more than recommend taking a taxi tour. The drivers are efficient, courteous, and their Beatles knowledge is incredible. The next day, the 20th, I return home to Scotland. It's a 5-hour train ride home, I need to keep myself amused. So guess what I watched on the way home? That's 3 times in less than a week. Still no regrets. Then along comes the gig in Glasgow. The 4th time hearing the same music in 5 days. I'm not gonna lie, I love Ringo, I love the band, but this gig was a dud. The seating was horrific compared to Liverpool. The audience was a lot more rowdy, a lot more alcohol involved, and the music was the exact fucking same. The only things different this time were some technical hiccups, a false start to Peace Stream, and a bathroom break during Gary Wright's first song. The Glasgow gig was the first regret in my eyes. I had seen them just 5 days prior, I had watched the DVD twice already. I did not need to see them again. That Liverpool gig, however, still one of the greatest nights of my life. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't so much about the DVD. This was just an opportunity to gush about seeing Ringo Starr, my musical idol, live for the first time. The DVD is really good, but there's nothing really to say. The only thing I could add at this point is that this DVD is a nightmare to find. It was never sold on Ringo's website, nor was it sold on any major retail sites like Amazon. It was only sold during the European tour and possibly the South American tour from late 2012. It's probably the rarest official Ringo Starr DVD ever released. Other than that, there's not much left to say. The real stories belong to what happened in Liverpool. That was a true party. It was even more of a party than this, if you ask me.